Hello, people. Welcome back to another episode of
Marriage is real.
Hey, y'all, we in the place to be. How's everybody doing? Y'all come on in. We've been looking forward to see y'all all week. Okay, y'all know I got a fan. Every time these lights, we be trying to make it look good in here for y'all. And so sister be sweating. I be sweating.
We hope everybody had a great week, great weekend. And if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area getting ready for this weather to come, I hope y'all got y'all spam and
get y'all water,
potted meat,
y'all sardines,
and crackers and hot sauce.
My Enas.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Thank y'all for joining. Let me see where y'all coming from. Can you believe we already in February?
I cannot.
It's February already. It's February.
You say that every week.
I know. I'm just saying.
Hey Ben, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us. I see people right there, but I can't see the names.
Yes,
so y'all just bear with me. So on today, we have an interesting topic. Hi, Audrey McKinley.
Hey, Audrey.
Thank you for joining us. Come on in, folks. Tell us where y'all joining
That's
from.
That's Inworks family right there.
We in the D-town.
Yeah, so we got a good topic for y'all tonight. It's
juicy. Yeah. Got him, Craig. No,
now you telling your age.
I'm trying to keep my little ghetto fan out the frame, but
I appreciate
it ain't
that.
working too well.
That's what I need to put on the list for next week to get you a
Thank
fan.
You. Yeah, go and set your reminder on your phone. Yeah, do that right there, but you ain't even in the frame while you making notes. Oh. Hey, Ivan.
What's up, dog?
What's up? Hey. So, on today.
Mama came up with this
Talk Tuesday.
On Monday.
Testimony Tuesday.
Marriage Monday on Tuesday.
It's on Monday. It's Tuesday.
Marriage Monday on Tuesday.
They don't know. You can't do that. You confuse people. So today we are
He already cutting up.
Always. What you got to say, dog? I'm not old enough for that, sir. These are lights, cameras, and
it's about 7,000 lights over here.
Thank you very much. I may resemble that comment, but I won't admit it. But yeah, so tonight we are going to be talking about. So we saw Damon was watching a podcast and he asked me a question, and I was just kind of like, I don't know about that. So the question was, what was the question? Can you? I'm trying to see how I phrased it.
How you phrased it?
Should you act like a wife when dating?
Dun dun dun. That's a very good question. Should you act like a wife when you're dating?
Should you?
I think a woman should answer that question. I'm not the one to be able to answer.
A man should answer that question because the whole point of acting like a wife is to get him to marry you. So will that make a man marry you?
So are you saying that acting like a wife can make a man? Girl, your eyelashes is just beautiful.
That's got a little.
That just caught me off guard.
Little Maybelline, little sauce, so y'all can't tell on her, but whatever. Thank you, honey.
But so do you think, because one of the things that they talked about in that podcast was that if you act like a wife, you get you a ring, you get you a husband, you get you a bae and a boo.
So, okay, fellas, y'all shout out. Does this work? This is what I want to know.
Can a woman that is wanting to be taken off of the market, can she creatively with her feminine wiles coerce you into marrying her by acting like a wife on the front end before you put a ring on it?
Come on.
What base say she did her hand like this?
If you like it, y'all know the rest. Y'all know.
So
wrong hand, but you know what I'm saying.
So is that a thing? Is it possible?
That's a question.
We really had a great conversation about this, but
to me, that's a question for the fellas to answer, because I have my opinion as a woman if a woman should do this.
But in the podcast, the woman was the one that was pleading her case.
I get that.
As to why she thinks that she could do that.
Women plead their case about a lot of stuff, but this is the key. Do you listen to what men say? Same thing with women and men. You say, oh, the women this, the woman this, she's this. But are you listening to what a woman is saying? Men are telling you everything you need to know. Just a lot of times, women ain't listening. I'm just saying, this is my personal opinion. So we got some comments here. We got some comments. Doc says, you the one paying it. Audrey says, facts. Thank you, sis. So Doc is already with it. Yes, to a certain extent. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, not he who finds a girlfriend.
Talk that talk, bro.
And Audrey says, yeah, we don't listen to it.
So, as a man that's looking for a wife, you want a wife. A wife is supposed to tend to my every woman desire.
Every whim and desire. I thought you said every women desire. I was like, what does that even mean?
What y'all think about that? Should a woman tend to a man's every woman desire? That's what you be looking for.
That's what y'all look for?
Yeah, tend to my whims and my desires.
Oh, okay.
Fire and desire.
Oh, okay, well, I have my own personal opinions about that. But I'll just say this. When you are trying to, number one, how you going to act like a wife? Number one, if you've never been one, how do you know how to be one? I'll say this. Number two, maybe you have been a wife and you were married before and you're like, well, I've been a wife, so I know what to do. Was you married to him, though?
Yeah.
So how can you act like his wife when you don't know what that man requires as a wife?
Right. That's good.
So, that's my question.
Because that's just like somebody.
Does it really work?
Because that's like somebody telling you, when people read books about kids, but all they had is
we always get this example,
right? You ain't had a child yet, but you saying all the things that you're not gonna do when you have a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I totally agree.
So how can a woman be a wife?
How can she act like
a wife if you ain't been a wife before? That is such a good point.
You asked me the question. That's why I was like, let's talk about it. Let's ask the people if they agree. I strongly disagree with that comment. And we always say we are of the unpopular opinion. Yeah. But I strongly disagree with that, because to me, it's like you fake. You putting on. You overcompensating for something that you don't even know. This is what made me think about. When you go to the job interview, they're asking you all this question. You got the proper voice on. You sitting up straight. Oh, yes, ma'am. No, sir. Oh, absolutely. I'm this and I'm that. And I got all of this and I can do all of the things, right? And you really know. You don't know if you can do that or not. But guess what you say? I just need to get the job. They gonna train me on what to do.
Right.
Same sentiment. So you saying all this stuff that you're going to do, and this is the biggest one where the men get mad. I say they be pissed, because there's a lot of women out here touting that, oh, I puts it down. When I get married, my husband, we going to get it in, and we this. And then they get married, and he like, but I thought she had said, like, what's happening?
You are already breaking the agreement that we had agreed upon before we got married.
In month 2. So that's what I'm saying. You just can't. Some of the stuff that you're saying, you don't even know enough about to be trying to say you're going to do that, or you act in a way. Because the thing that I said is be authentically you. Because you don't know if being a wife to a man is subjective to that man. I say, I'm not a man, but this is how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a woman. Being a husband to me is subjective to me. Like what somebody else's husband does for her, that may not necessarily speak to me.
And real quick, y'all, if you're watching this on a platform, go ahead and share this with your people so they can tune in and chime in on the conversation and everything. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah. All that. And then I think it's like StreamYard. You gotta like accept it or something so we can see y'all comments. We want to see all the comments because we definitely want to dialogue about this.
Yes, we want to chop it up on this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, the social narrative of things is like, if you want to be and I hear this all the time. If you want somebody to marry you, if you want him to wife you, you need to start acting like a wife.
Right. So like practice. Like, sir, practice makes perfect.
Do you know what it entails to be a wife though? Because see, when you're someone's wife, you're supposed to study that man. This is what y'all do. You come together on major events in your life, and he gives you his opinion, and then y'all make decisions together. But if I'm not your wife,
right,
I'm not doing that. We're not even together yet. We're not going to be making no major decisions. And now, if you're just talking about being kind, being courteous,
just regular
stroking his ego. Oh boy, you looking so good. Look at them. Oh, look at them locks. That ain't wife stuff.
What's up, Johnny?
That's anybody. So anybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Your homegirl can do that. That's not you being a wife because, she cooks for me and she cleans for me. Your mama can do that. Like, that's not wife stuff. And I think that's what the issue is that people are getting these menial tasks confused with wifely duties. You know what I'm saying? Or wifely responsibilities, I should say.
And let me interject something right there.
Please do.
Jamie Johnson.
Please, let me slang this hair.
So check this out. How do you know why you doing all these wifely duties if he even want to marry you?
That's the part.
You see what I'm saying? Now, you doing all this wifely stuff and handling all these things, and y'all buying, no shade. It's just us talking.
Hey,
we just family. We just having a powwow. We talking about things, right? We talking this thing out, right? you doing all this stuff, right? But how you know dude even want to marry you? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And let me say this. I'm gonna give away some trade secrets tonight. I know y'all probably gonna be mad, but it is what it is. Most of the time, dudes know pretty quickly if they want to marry you. Dramatic pause. Most of the time, we know pretty quickly. Now, we may not expose that, or we may not ever say that to you right out the gate. Absolutely. But a dude knows, like, if I'm, if I see this is going somewhere, if I see that I'm feeling something here, and it's like, because you start having those thoughts about, I want to take her home to meet my mama, or big mama, or my auntie, or whoever it is, whoever that is in your family that you hold near and dear to your heart.
Yeah.
You want to bring her in the rotation and see how she intermingles and intertwines with the rest of your family.
Right.
Because to some people that matters too.
Absolutely.
But we already know if we want to wife you. So now you've been doing all this wifey stuff, and it's like, you know what? I'm just thinking, you've been a real good homegirl. You've been straight, you know what I'm saying? And then that dude,
you've been straight.
He done dapped you up and sent you on your way. Because you know what? You ain't the one.
That's what it is. And then you feel worse because you done gave it up. And that's what I even tell my kids this. Don't lead with the coochie, ladies.
Hey.
Like this, because this, I'm telling you, he gonna chase the tail, and when you give it up, he gonna take it. And this is the thing, this is what I say, women, just like he just said, men usually know early. I ain't saying like that day, but they know earlier than 6 months, 20 years, 7 years. We've been dating for 4 years, and he's still trying to know with all the ambiguity and the ambiguous, I'm just trying to see what it's going. If you listen to most men, I'll even say 98% of men, they say, we know pretty early if we want to marry you, if we just trying to screw you, if you just one of them they're real nice chicks that I'm gonna just be able to go to her house and she gonna do some little things, what I'm saying?
She gonna cook, and she gonna wash your drawers.
That's
and all
what
that.
I'm saying. Like,
and I tried to put this in here. Keep the coochie leverage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Keep the coochie leverage. We're getting a little already tonight, but I'm just saying.
Keep
the coochie. I'm just saying, because you don't really know what he in there for.
Because this is the thing, like you dating these dudes. Number one, what if you're dating multiple people? Because again, you dating.
Right.
You see them? Because you dating to marry is what I thought. You know, you do marry today, but you're dating with a person with the prospect of like, okay, so let me see if this person is somebody that I can connect with. You're thinking about doing life with a person. So if I'm dating you in that dating phase, am I like everything we doing? I'm thinking about us doing life together? No, because we just on a date. We just dating. I don't even know if in 3 months we're still gonna be talking.
Right.
So I'm just trying to be, and I'm trying to be this wife, and I'm trying to do all this, and it's like, no, baby. But see, this is the thing. It don't work. It doesn't work, and you doing this for a man. You trying to see if he want a wife, and he probably don't even want a girlfriend.
Yeah.
He probably just want what he want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's good. And so, and if you listen, the context key clues are out there. If you listen, it's all around us. One of our very favorite artists, he says, soon as I get my money right, I'm gonna take good care of you.
Yeah, he said it.
He said that.
So in all that time that his money ain't right, what we doing?
What are we doing?
What we doing all this time? Because your money ain't right.
Yeah.
So
check it out. So story time. So there was some people that we know from a long time ago. They were together, and they lived together. They had a baby together. I mean, they were
all of the things, y'all.
So basically, this young lady was acting like his wife, but he hadn't wifed her yet. Right. So she doing all this stuff. She cooking the meals, they entertaining. We going over to the barbecues and the cookouts and everything like that. And it's 2022. They got a grown son, and they never got married. And in fact, he never even asked her to marry him. Because guess what? All that stuff you was doing,
insinuation,
right? All the stuff you was doing, he got VIP carte blanche, coochie leverage gone. You know what I'm saying? It's gone, and he has moved on with his life, and to this day has never married.
And I know that,
and that goes to your point. I'm sorry, that goes to your point. Do he even want to be married at all? So it's so important and so key that you need to have a conversation on the front end to find out what we doing here.
What are we doing?
Because don't let anybody waste your time.
And then not only that, even if you do, when you do have that conversation, don't be misled by their words. Because a dude, a chick, they'll say anything. But what are you doing? Like, what are your actions showing me? Because, you know, like I said, just like in that job interview, I'm going to say what I need to say to get the job. You know what I'm saying? Because I need some money or whatever. Dude gonna say what he need to say to get the draws because he want to do what it is. You got these women out here that are I don't even know what the word is. You know, we call them gold diggers, but you know, those are the people that are getting all of the clout. Those are the people that are getting all of the, you know, all the attention, and the social narrative is going toward that. Like, women are like this, and men and women are like that. No, those women are like that. And so women are getting this bad rap of being, all these women just want the millionaires, and they don't want nobody that's, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But the point I'm making is, y'all trying to do all of this stuff for somebody who may not even want to be married.
Yeah.
Who may not even want a girlfriend. And then he may already have somebody in mind that he does want to marry.
But it ain't you.
So it don't matter what you're doing. Because
you could be doing everything right, and it don't matter.
Let me tell you something.
Because I don't want you to do that for me. I want the one that you don't know about to do that for me.
Because let me tell you this.
Yeah.
You could be doing all the things, but you're not doing it in the way that he wants you to do it. Because, like, okay, so I could come in and I could give you a hug and to give you a compliment, and I could say, "Oh, baby," right? Then Christy can come and say, "Oh, baby, you do." But it was something about the way Christy did it. Same situation, same scenario. But Christy get it. Jamie don't. But we both acting like wives. So because you're not acting like a wife, you need to be yourself.
Yeah.
You need to be who you are.
Right.
Because that's what's going to draw someone to you. Your authentic self.
Yeah.
Because we could both be, that's just like, to me.
Hey, I told you.
The box, the sex, the boobs.
The boobs.
Okay, the breasts, like a woman's body.
Oh, okay.
And men say, oh, well, it don't matter. I'm knocking it down or whatever. But then you keep going back to this same one all the time. But if we all got them, what is it about this one though? You know what I'm saying? Because it might just be one that just got some super stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's the same. Yes, it's the same thing, but it's different. So although you're acting like a wife, it still doesn't speak to that man.
So it could be like you got two meatloafs, right? You got two meatloafs. One meatloaf made with tofu, and I'm a carnivore.
No,
and
it's not made different. You can't.
No. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish my point. They both look the same on the surface. Everything presents exactly the way that you would think it is, but until you get an experience with it, that's when you know, oh, I don't like this one, or this ain't what I want. I want the one that's made with the ground turkey.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying?
I follow you, but this is what I'm saying. I'm saying it's apples to apples.
Yes,
because you think about
I see what you're saying.
Somebody could follow the same recipe, y'all, and it tastes
that's a good
completely different. Like you said, 2 tablespoons of paprika. You said 3.
Meatloaf
flashes of salt. I did all of the stuff, and mine still don't taste like yours. Yep. Same thing with women.
Yep.
Same thing with men. They could be doing the same thing. It's just not that one.
Right.
So while you trying to act like a wife, what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, act like you, because that man, whomever is choosing and looking for a wife, is looking for his person to be his wife.
Right.
Not just somebody acting like, I don't even know, because I don't even know what y'all think acting like a wife means. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you dating, you out there, right? And somebody say, okay, I'm finna start dating Damien. So in essence,
you in for it.
But so in essence, though, they gotta act like me. I'm your wife, right? So if I'm the wife that you chose, and we've been in this game for a long time, so then there are certain things that you need from this wife, and there are certain things about this wife that you want and like, and all that. So then whomever you're dating, if she can't do me, then you don't win. Because you how do you know how to act like the wife? How do you know how to tell her to be your wife if you ain't never had one? Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And there are men that have been married, and he can say, I know what I don't want. But I do. There are things that you do want. I get it. In a relationship. However, Trinity, you loud, baby. However, there are just key things facets of being in a marriage and trying to mimic a marriage early that is not. It's really not a smart thing to do, because you get yourself in these situations, and tomorrow they can wake up and be like, no, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because I saw this thing on social media like a couple weeks ago. This woman said they had set a date. They was finna get married in 2 weeks, had made the plans. I think she said she talked to him on the phone. Last thing she said to him was, okay, babe, woo, we gonna do the stuff. I love you. I'll talk to you later. She ain't hear from him no more. She said he just ghosted her.
She still ain't heard from him today.
To this day. He not dead, because I'm thinking, is the man dead? Where is it? He's not dead, because she still sees the little stuff that he doing and posting and stuff. He just ain't talk. He just ghosted the woman, and y'all done made plans. He done proposed.
Ring, y'all got a date. Y'all got a whatchamacallit? A location, a venue.
So I'm like, you must have bought your own ring, or he didn't give you one, because those be wanting their rings back sometimes. Or it was cheap. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking about all this stuff. Like, how do you just in two weeks, you be like, no, that's okay. But I get it, because some people do it on the day of. So, baby, let's get to some of these comments, because we've been talking a lot.
So, all right, so Palante said, Jamie, that thing is undefeated.
It is, man.
We say that so much.
When them pubic hairs come out, you in trouble.
And then Palante said, boy, y'all speaking the truth.
Thank you, Palante.
And then he said, a lot of people think that dating means monogamous. No, it definitely don't mean that.
No, dating is dating. That's what the word is. Date. Shoot.
Palante, he said, not all women. Those women.
Right. Just like men, same thing. Just like, racism, same thing. It's not all black people.
Right.
It's some. It's not all cops. It's some of them. Oh, go ahead.
Altovia, what's going on? Hey. Love our love. What's happening?
Thank you.
Y'all go out and follow them.
She says that's
real. And then Falante said, pass the collection, Playboy. And we got some laughing emojis, crying emojis, and then Palante said, Jamie, not the platinum.
The platinum kryptonite. I'm telling you, we talk about that all the time. That thing is undefeated. Still heavyweight. Oh, sorry.
I got you.
Still heavyweight champion.
Yeah, undefeated.
Her is hot. But yeah. So what was I finna? Go ahead. You was finna make a point.
Was I?
I thought you were. But before I said get to the comments, you was finna say something.
Oh, I forgot.
Because I had put some little points down here like this. But what I was thinking about too is like, just like if you meet a friend, just a platonic, like a guy meets a guy, a woman meets a woman, pretty early, like, dang, that was a cool dude, or that's a cool chick. Like, I can see myself hanging out with her.
Right.
Versus sometimes you meet somebody, you be like, they was nice, but no. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've met some people in my life that it's like they good, cool people, but then it's like, yeah, man, let's go hang out. Let's go grab a coffee or something, and then y'all just sitting there looking.
Yeah, like birds.
Like, what happened?
And then sometimes it's like we friends with other friends around. We have more fun if there's someone else around. It ain't just like you and I. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you meet somebody and you come in doing too much too soon. Like, wait a minute, we just started kicking it. Like you going real fast. You need to
slow your roll.
You asking for too much information. You giving me too much information. Like, I don't even know you well enough. You didn't let me get to know you well enough to know your heart, to know that when you say this, for me not to judge you. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't know you. So if you come and telling me, shoot, you know what I'm saying? Me and my sister got into it, girl. I had to stab her. You stabbed your
now
sister.
You have to be reported to the authorities.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know the whole story because your sister could be crazy. But all I'm saying is you didn't give me enough time to get to know you, for us to get to know each other. So then it's like, because you have those friends now, they can say anything to you. You know their heart, no judgment. Or, oh, girl, she just mad right now. She's still at the Lord. She cussing right now, but she's still going to heaven. But then there are some people you meet and you like, wow, for real? Like, you don't even know what to say. So I feel like it's the same way in relationships when women and men are dating and you trying to do all this wife stuff. Dudes know when you putting on. I really feel like there's an energy. It's like you go to the strip club and he come back saying, man, that stripper was feeling me. She was telling me I was all in. She was all up on me, man. You was at the dude. She want the tips. That's my mindset. Like, you doing the most. Like, you doing a lot. So my question, fellas, Mika said, undefeated. So my question to you guys is, do you think that works? Like, because the women, let the women know, let the ladies know, does acting like a wife when you're dating, does it make you want to marry her? And what does acting like a wife mean to you? Because it's like, that's almost saying you need to act like a tree. Like, well, how do I act like a tree? It's a lot of different trees, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's such a broad term and it's such a personal thing. It's like you can't really put a face on it yet. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. It's almost like me saying, I'm dating this man and I need him to act like a husband. So if women want a man to come in acting like a husband, you know what all that entails. Because I'm gonna tell you somebody that we know personally, they were dating. She had a baby. And again, they were just dating, had been maybe 30 days. And you're wanting me to go to the emergency room with you because your baby got sick.
Oh, yeah.
You're wanting me to, your mama and your daddy got into it. You want me to come over there and help referee. Like, we finna go find them. Baby, I don't know you for 30 days. Like, that ain't. But see, if you my husband, there's required. A level of obligation.
I'm required.
And entitled. Yes, there's a requirement. Like, you are, undergird, protect, do all the things. Okay, babe, what's going on? Let's handle it. But if we dating, and for me to expect that of you is totally absurd. Because if I'm a dude, I'm running. Like, nah, baby.
No.
Mm-mm.
And the
You
fact that
expecting too much from
and
me
the
too
fact that
soon?
you're asking me
That's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. This is just Marriage's Real's opinions of the social narrative of today. Because I hear this so much, and I just be like, what does that even mean? The thing that I feel like people should do, women, we should do, is be authentically who you are. Because if you're wanting, if you're wanting someone to find genuine love with, they have to genuinely be in love with you and not the representative and the person that you're pretending to be. Because number one, that's not sustainable, like at all. You can keep that up for so long. Some people can do it for a long time, don't get me wrong, but you can only do that for so long because you're gonna slip up in a minute and he's gonna be like, oh, I thought you, wait a minute, did she just, I thought you didn't cuss. But then I heard you, I was walking up on you and I heard you talking to your mama. You was going, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's real hard to keep up those personas and those facades. That's very difficult. Hawana says, save that energy. Yes, ma'am. Please do us all the favor.
Yeah, so I jotted down a few things to just talk about what it looks like to it was a question that you asked.
That I asked what it looks like to be a wife?
Yeah.
What does it mean to be a wife?
Yeah. So I just wrote down a couple of things that I think speaks to me that they could just be me, but there are probably some other guys out there that,
I
things
think there
that
are fundamentals.
Yeah. So there's some things that guys look for in a woman that they could eventually see that they want to propose to.
Right. So they look for that in her, not that she's acting this way, but that that's genuinely who she is.
Yeah.
Right.
So the first one, of course, for a man is going to be respectful. Being respectful. Respect is a very big thing. It is the cornerstone of what all men want and desire from their future wife, their future mate. They're going to want you to be respectful. Mm-hmm. If you ain't respectful, you're going to have a problem. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What, do you agree?
I mean, I'm not a man, so I can't.
But I'm saying, do you think that that's feasible or reasonable? I think that's
fair, but I think that respect is a mutual thing. I know what you mean on the level of being a man, but I mean in the sense of dating, that should be like an unspoken thing. Like, when we talking about acting like a wife, and you know what I'm saying, just being respectful is like a.
But I think that's something that you can't assume either, that people are going to be respectful.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because it's some downright disrespectful people out here. Some downright disrespectful women.
I totally understand.
And it's like, okay, if you ain't even got off the dock yet. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I totally understand it. And that's why I say
And it's not, and it isn't, and let me say this. Even in respect, it's not just respecting me, it's about being respectful to other people too. Like if we go out to dinner or something like that, and you talking bad and talking down to the waiter, and they go see that's a pet peeve of mine right there. You know what I'm saying?
Not
like
with my food.
Not with my, they ain't brought my food back out here yet, and you talking real bad, and they gonna give you the special when you get your food back. I'm not gonna eat that food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not just respect to me, but it's just respect generally.
Exactly. I'm with you. I'm right there with you.
Another thing I thought about was, when you're scouting, that's a guy term, scouting. Someone that can help move the name and the legacy forward. That's something that you look for. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But you're right. Mm-hmm. And as you're saying this, I'm thinking about this in a dating capacity.
Right. Yeah. But you want to connect with someone that you can see that it's like, you know what? She seemed like she could have babies. You know what I'm saying?
Have babies? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just the legacy.
The legacy. Okay, the legacy is very important because most men want to see their name and their generations move forward. And you have to find someone, because you know what? Nowadays, a lot of women are saying that they don't want to have kids. That's right. So you need to be having these conversations. Like, I may dig you and think you pretty and everything and your shape nice and all that, But you might be like, I don't want to mess my shape up, so therefore I don't want to have any children. So guess what? X.
Right.
Moving on. Because what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You should, and let me add this little caveat, this little hyphen, this little star.
Mm-hmm.
Date with intention. Right. Court with intention. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing this for? You're not doing this just to go out and get free meals and have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to be very clear about what it is that you want out of this situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's right. Right.
Another thing, and this is probably one that may ruffle a few feathers, but let me hit up Palante's point real quick. He said, plus she needs to know how to respect herself. Awesome.
I love it.
That's really good. That's good, Palante. You can't go out. Some dudes don't want you to go out to dinner with them and you got on a bathing suit. Some men are a little bit more traditional, and I'm making light of that, but
and that's why
that's literally happening right now.
That's why I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do know. That's why I'm saying this. Y'all might think we old school, we old fashioned. Just telling you what I know, not what I heard.
So another thing that real, and I'm gonna keep saying this, real men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, there are a lot of
men and not males.
Men and not males. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different narratives that you hear out here in the world.
Right.
So I'm keeping it $100 with everybody.
Right.
Another thing that I look for is accountability. I want I want a woman that will hold me accountable. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys don't want that because we want to run amok. A lot of guys want to do whatever the hell they want to do. And I don't need you saying nothing. I don't need you questioning anything that I do. Woo! I don't need you questioning anything I say. My word is the law. Mm-hmm. My word is everything. Don't ask me. It's whatever I say.
Now.
Right.
So if you acting like a wife nowadays, that means you ain't saying shit. That mean you, because if you acting like the wife of the new stuff,
new dudes,
you ain't got nothing to say.
Or as my brother Corey calls them, diva dudes. These diva men out here. So they don't want anybody to talk to them about accountability.
Right.
And see, here's the thing about it. One of the things that's so great about marriage is that it should help you grow as a person.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And no one grows or gets better without, another word for accountability could be constructive criticism. Mm-hmm. If this person cannot say anything to you about your issues,
right,
because this person is a third party or second party rather, and you're telling me, Damien, you got something right here on the middle of your nose. No, I don't. No, I don't. And she can see it, but I can't, because I can't see my own face unless I'm looking in the mirror.
Right.
Accountability is to help you to grow and become a better person, not just for her, but for yourself.
Right.
And
so you saying you want somebody, you would want a person to hold you accountable in that regard.
Absolutely.
When you are looking for a wife.
Yes.
I'm just reiterating.
I'm agreeing with you because it makes me think about Coming to America. If y'all remember the first Coming to America, when, after the dance and all that, and she came out and she was pretty and she was fine and everything like that. And he's like, I would like to talk to you in private, please. And so he starts trying to probe her to see what is it that she's about? Where is she going? What is she doing? And everything she said was,
whatever you like.
And he like, I know what I like. I know that you know what I like, but what do you like? And she said,
whatever you like.
So
whatever type of food you like.
Anything. And see, that's not necessary, because you think about anybody that gets everything that they want all the time.
Oh, sorry.
All the time. It's not good for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just spent 4 years with somebody that pretty much got their way about everything. And that's not good. It's not good for you to get everything that you want. A lot of times you find out what a person's true character is when you tell them no. You see what I'm saying? If they don't get their own way, that's when you get the opportunity to find out who that person really is. Because the representative is cool as long as they get everything they want.
Everything.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we had a comment here.
Okay.
Joseph Linden said, Yeah, my other half. Thanks for joining us, Joseph. Were you gonna say something? Because I got some more.
I was gonna say I had a point there that I wanted to make, but you was talking, you was making some good points, and I forgot what it was. So you can keep going. When I remember, I'll jump in.
All right. So another thing that oh goodness, my voice tripping. Give me a second.
Okay. But I just think about like basically what you're saying though is these are things that you're looking for in a person. You would be looking for in a person if you weren't married and you were dating this person.
Mm-hmm.
So if this person is mentally or trying to personify, or they trying to put on this certain what's the word, persona to be what she thinks a wife is, then you could be being everything that he doesn't want, and then you just being yourself. You are naturally those things which would have afforded you him wanting to be with you.
That's good.
If you were just being who you are,
who
you were, because dudes ain't looking for no clone. Like, I don't go to the store looking for stuff I already got. I got that.
Yeah.
The thing that I liked about you was that you were you.
And you had something that I didn't have.
Right. You possessed something that I didn't have.
Yeah.
Right.
So another thing I thought about, someone that sees and understands the vision. Where we going? What we doing? If I'm telling you this, right, and you like, that's stupid. Well, then guess what? I'm gonna probably have to go and let you go on and kick rocks because you think the vision is stupid. You know what I'm saying? So no, you go ahead and we'll go ahead and finish this dinner at the Olive Garden, and then I'm gonna just take you home, but I ain't gonna call you no more because the vision is where we going. Right. And do you want to be on the team or not? If you do, this is what we gonna do.
But see, this is the thing, like in just dating, she's not obligated to have to be on your team.
She's not obligated, but you're trying to find out if she would be willing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, not that you have to, okay, where do I sign? But it's just like you're encouraging. You're like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying this, or you're saying that, or oh, okay, I see. Oh, so you want, because I'm gonna tell you, with her, we've been together for a long time, and for a long time, what is the thing that I've always talked about that I wanted to do? Invest real estate, and she never said that's stupid. You see what I'm saying? She was like, "Oh, okay," and so she would ask questions. So what does this mean? Why do you think this? You know, this, that, and the third. And then in her seeing and understanding the vision, she encouraged me. You know, and then so the next thing, I got my real estate license. Right. You know, if anybody in Dallas is looking to buy or sell a home, I am the man for that. But
you know, and to that point, like you said. I forgot. You said something about the vision, and you wanted to do investing, and you wanted to do real estate, and I was listening and I was engaging in all of the things, and I still forgot. Go ahead.
Okay. Dang it. So let me say this too. This is just kind of a side note kind of deal. When you're out here and you're going for a woman, or you're looking to want to get married and stuff, if you don't have a vision, if you don't have a direction, leave that woman where she is. If she's still at home with her parents or whatever the case is, or she going in her own direction, and you don't have a vision, and you don't have, because as men, our job and our responsibility is to lead. We're supposed to be going in the direction of something greater than what we are and what we see right now. If you don't have any vision, leave that woman alone. Leave that woman where she is until you get your stuff together or find out what it is that you're trying to do. Right. Don't let it be don't become so emotional about how beautiful she is. Now you didn't grab her, and now y'all just going and y'all spinning around in circles, but you ain't got no vision. We ain't going nowhere. or because you the head, right? You the man. You asking her, what are we doing? You didn't miss the whole call, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm right here with you. So, hey, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Did you remember anything you said?
No, did not. So I'm just thinking about, like, even what you're saying. That's in dating. Like, you're looking for that when you're dating someone. That's a lot to give to someone, even on the dating scene, if you don't naturally, authentically possess those things. And in you trying to front and be that way, it's gonna show. So, and then too, this is what I was gonna say.
All right, now.
So for you, like I said, being someone's wife is subjective to that man. It's in the eye of the beholder. Like, she's beautiful, she does these things. So whereas you want to be challenged,
give me an example on that too.
Okay, and whereas you want to be challenged and you want to be held accountable, you know, even in the dating arena.
All men should want to be held accountable.
I know that they should. Okay. Now we talking about should. We talking about what they should. We ain't talking about. I'm saying they should. But sometimes it takes certain men. I'm saying, in my opinion, to get to that point.
Yeah.
So in his mind, because we thinking about history, past hurts, all of that, not being married before, domestication, he may not recognize that you asking questions and you doing all this stuff is me being engaging and being supportive. He may be thinking that you're challenging him and that you know, asking too many questions. Why you all, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So while you're trying to be a wife, because again, I keep going back to people trying to be wives because you don't know what that means to him. So the only thing that I'm saying is just be yourself, because you may be a woman that's just you chilling the cut and you listen. And you say, okay, all right. And he might like that. And that may be what he needs and what he's looking for at that particular time. Y'all get married, things do change. I get it. But then you might be with a man who's looking for someone to be more inquisitive and ask those questions. And you chilling in the cut because you think, oh, well, I'm trying to be a submissive. I'm trying to let him know I could be a submissive wife. And he like, dang, she ain't care about what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is you have to be you, because you never know if what you're doing is speaking to that man. So just be who you are, because everybody don't want the same type of wife. Right. There are fundamentals though.
And so I was going to say a couple of things. The first thing being, to your point, that some different people want different things. Like what it said is that a man wants food, intimacy, and respect.
Food?
Yeah.
For a wife or like for life? Wait, what?
Cooking.
You just saying that like that's just what people say.
That's what people say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, so in my opinion, I got a trade-off on that. You see what I'm saying? Because like you ain't gotta cook. We can go get something to eat, but just handle up on this other stuff and we good.
Because I'm like, is food really a deal breaker for
some traditional people may feel that way.
I know, and I'm saying I was gonna make the point that some women haven't been taught to cook. What if she in her early 20s? What if she ain't got to that point in her life yet? And a lot of people are the judgment is real. When we got together, I was young. I didn't know how to cook, but guess what I did? I figured it out. Now sisters can go. Don't get me wrong, because you know I got Minnie McCullough genes in me. You know what I'm saying? But I even learned, I didn't even make Thanksgiving dinners when we first got married, because we got married young. I just started doing that till I probably was 30 years old. So what if he was like, oh, she ain't my wife because she don't know how to cook dressing. Her yams ain't sweet all the way through. You know what I'm saying? It just be these little surface menial things that you're basing your life on, and the person that you're supposed to do life with this person. All of this stuff and these little menial things can be learned. Okay, maybe you can cook, and she's the type of person who's willing to learn. Okay, I don't know how to cook. All I can do is boil a little water. You know what I'm saying? My eggs come out pretty good. They be dry sometimes, but if you know, show me. I'm willing to learn. But they be, oh, she can't cook. She this, she that. But that woman could be every other thing. You know what I'm saying? She's loyal. She's kind. She's, whatever. It irks me when I hear what I hear these days with all of this. I want to say is, what is the I don't know, red pill value man, high value man, and what the woman's supposed to do and what the man's supposed to. And I just be like, this is why the world is in the state that it is in right now.
And y'all listen to the people, and people listen to the people that ain't even married.
And I ain't gonna even say no names.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Let's hit something. We got a bunch of comments.
Okay,
let's read
let me go back on.
Yeah, scroll up a little bit. Keep going.
Okay, let's go some more.
Okay, start right there.
Nicole says, yeah. Hey, Keisha, girl. Keisha said, say that, Damien. Don't take me anywhere if you're lacking a vision. Girl, listen, what we looking at? You know? Mika said, y'all preaching. Thank you, Mika. Palante, Jamie, you're too young to be having senior moments forgetting things. Palante, it just be, you be so deep in the conversation, you be getting lost, Kay says you might be a perfect peach, but if he hates peaches, you will never be right for him. Kay, that's it right there. So simple and to the point. That's correct. Okay, go ahead, babe. You can read this one.
Okay. And Dr. Selena said, and it is irresponsible to put expectations on an individual when you haven't first expressed your expectations. They will never measure up.
There you go.
That's it.
Them undisclosed.
That is it.
Undisclosed information.
Some more comments down. Seriously.
Okay, there you go. There we go. And then Keisha says, I met a man that only wanted food and sex for the relationship to work. His sex was trash.
There you go.
So I had to cut him loose. Wow. See, it's in the eye of the beholder. So Vibe said, hey, Vibe, welcome back.
So what's up, Vibe?
He says the cooking thing becomes a big deal. LOL. From experience, we get fat real quick eating out daily. But you get fat eating at home too, Vibe. But
yeah,
I feel you.
I'm a living witness to that one.
I feel you. And Kay says, be who you are. And be kind.
Be kind.
That's it.
Oh, you so many times I talk about
That's
kindness.
It,
and so I think we can get to one more because we're about almost an hour already.
Okay.
Another thing that I've seen is that you would be looking for from a potential mate is someone that's willing to cooperate.
Mm-hmm. What you mean willing to cooperate?
Willing to cooperate.
Cooperate with what?
With me.
In particular.
With me. Cooperation rules the nation. Cooperate. But I'm saying like someone that's willing to get along.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So many
unity.
Yes,
harmony.
because you can, if you're going to be married, there is no way that you're going to get your way on everything.
No, that ain't real.
You know what I'm saying? So I need to see that you're willing to cooperate
and be reasonable.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
That's one of the things you have to do is be willing to cooperate and be reasonable. There was we were watching this interview a few years ago from one of our favorite artists, Jill Scott. And so she said, girl. Do you want to say what she said?
She said, if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. It's just that simple. No, but if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. And so people like, what? And I'm like, girl, high five. I understand all that. So, because it just don't work for everybody. It's not the same.
And see, here's the thing, because we were recently talking about this. And even in that, while that may be true, you have to be willing
to be told what to do.
Right. Because if you're not, then guess what? Because guess what? Now, if I force you, like if I say, give me a kiss and you don't, and I grab you and kiss you, you're not willing to cooperate with me. You see what I'm saying? You have to be willing to cooperate. Not, because at the end of the day, no one can make anyone do anything. And if you think,
agents.
And God gave us all free will.
Yeah, he did.
So anything, being married and doing life with someone, it's all courtesies.
Oh.
It's all courtesies.
Listen.
She grown. I'm grown. So if I can ask and hope, and that's all she can do is ask and hope, because guess what? I can say, can I go to the strip club tonight? And she can tell me no. And I'm like, I'm real grown. Right now during this live, I can just go get up and go get in my car and go to the strip club if I choose to do so. But because we're being courteous and we're willing to cooperate, there's a reason why she doesn't want me to go. Right. So, baby, why you don't want me to go to the strip club?
And more than that, there should be a reason why you don't even ask me that.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
Or why don't you come with me? They got great wings. I'm just saying.
Oh Lord.
I used to really.
Nicole says that's good. Thank you, Nicole. But yeah, so you're absolutely right. And to that point, when you are, like I said last week, lovingly leading someone, it's almost kind of like that. What's that? How to Win Friends and Influence People, and they tell you when you kind of mimic their body language and their mannerisms, and they don't even recognize that they're being influenced by what you're doing. It's kind of like that same thing.
Tell me about my influence that I gave you. She blamed it on me all the time.
What is it about the paper towels?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, he used to always have these balled up paper towels in his hand. When he washed his hands, he just hold on to the paper towel. And I was like, why you always got these balled up paper towels everywhere? Now I do it, and I have a trail of paper towels
everywhere. And then I don't do this anymore, but
I have adopted his habit, and he don't even do it no more. But that goes to show how being with someone, those things, good or bad, can rub off on you.
Yep.
So you really need to be mindful of who you choosing, and when you out here dating, be yourself.
Be yourself.
Because even if you get this man to choose you because you was acting like a wife, when you get him and you go back to who you are, because people say, "Oh, he changed." No, he just changed back because that's how he was. Then you change back and you're like, well, I don't like the way he doing, and it just ain't working out. And then, because see, you weren't yourself in the beginning to know enough to say, oh no, because see, this is the thing. He is
sexy.
Yeah, he's sexy, but he is, what's the word? Dealing with you and handling you based on who you're acting like.
Who you portray yourself to be.
Portraying yourself to be, not who you are. So if you're acting and portraying to be this person, he's handling you based on that.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even know how he gonna really be when you go ahead, come back and be for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Y'all out here trying to act like a wife, and he don't even want no girlfriend. Let's see. Hawana says, try it, Damien. Dr. Selena says, lovingly lead. I love that. Thank you, Dr. Selena.
Hey, Yanika. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Nikki. She says, oh, no. So it's not just my hubby with the paper towel thing. It's me now. It's me. I don't know what it is. Why? And I have a paper towel problem. I go through so many paper towels because I'm a germaphobe. Y'all, it's ridiculous.
Which I don't know. She's washing her hands under the sink right now, under the table right at this very moment.
I've always been like that, but then COVID hit, and it's like it's done went way over the top. Like it's just way over the top. Anyway,
so I think we did good tonight.
This was so great.
And so before we go, we wanted to know if there are any questions that we can answer, because it's been a quick hour. And shout out to BS3 Network for giving us an opportunity. If you have Roku TV, go to BS3 and you can catch all of our podcasts there.
And all the other catch all.
Oh yeah, the whole BS3 family
network. Get everybody. They changing the way you watch TV.
3 Queens and the King. That's all. They're my peoples, and everybody else. Y'all go check them out. But does anybody have any questions for us before we sign out? If you haven't done so, also please go and follow us on all social media platforms. As Marriage is Real. We really need to get our numbers up on YouTube. So if you guys will go follow us on YouTube, if you go to our Instagram page, our link to YouTube is there. We got to get ourselves up in the algorithm so more people will start checking us out and everything. But we love you guys so much. If we don't see or have any questions, we are going to sign off for the evening. Yes. Make sure you tune in next week where we'll be talking about something else.
Yes, we will.
What that is, we do not know.
Talking about something else.
Something different that has to do with marriage.
So I'll just leave you with this. Be uniquely you.
I like that.
I like it. The Lord is just so good. He just like rained that down into my spirit. Rain. So Kay says, I really enjoy watching y'all. So glad I saw you tonight. Thank you so much,
Kay. Thank you for being one of our first supporters. She was one of, but you know what? Kay was one of I think she was the first person that read the very first Marriage is Real blog.
Okay.
Kay Shirt gave us my first critique. She was like, Damien, you suck. No, I was playing.
she would never say that. Nicole Dawkins says, great show. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much. Great info. Thank y'all, says Dr. Selena.
Please share, and follow and all that stuff.
We love y'all. Deuces.
Y'all have a good night.
And Trey.
Swap on the track right here.